Hi there, it's Connie-Rae and welcome to another craft tutorial at stampityourself.com. Today's tutorial is this lovely Valentine's Day card with these little hearts that actually move like that, which are really cute. So you can puff them up or you can flatten them and they still look full if you put them down flat, or you can bend them up or you can move whichever ones you want really. And that's basically it, and it's called Hugs and Kisses. So I will show you how to make it using our normal, actually I should probably, let me bring in my supplies and I will zoom back out just a bit. There we go. Okay, so you're going to need some white cardstock, thick white cardstock. This is the white cardstock from Stampin' Up. Thick white cardstock, 11 by 4. I like my cards to be 4. I know that they're normally 4 1/4, and of course you can do 4 1/4, but I prefer mine to be 4. I just like the width of the 4 for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. I think it just looks a little bit nicer. You'll need a mat, and I'm using Real Red, and that is 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, which is going to be placed on here. I'm actually going to use some Tombow, so I might actually just do that now, using Tombow just to stick down the mat, because it's just quicker and easier, and it's good for alignment. That way you know that you're getting it all. You can move it around if you need to. If it's not in alignment, you've got a few seconds to sort of like straighten it up if you've got it crooked, which is always useful. Okay, so that's the stock, the red and white card, so with the mat. And then I have used some designer series paper. Now I think I've mentioned before that I actually struggle with scrapbooking paper. I find it really hard to use because I'm a stamper, but I'm getting better, so I'm really excited. I did use this, excuse me, this designer series paper from, excuse me, I got the hiccups, I beg your pardon. I've used this designer series paper, paper stack, and it's called Sending Love, and it's got this gorgeous array of colours, and obviously they're all red, and designs, and they're really, really lovely. I've actually been able to work with them, and as I said, I find it very hard because I'm a stamper. I struggle with the busyness of the paper, but I've actually managed to use it successfully this time, so it's very good. So anyway, I've used that, gorgeous colours. I've also used the stamp set, which is this one. I'll try not to get too much light on it. This is called Sealed with Love. We're going to be using this stamp set, and I'm using the Hugs and Kisses, which is right at the top here. Look at that light shining madly over you. Okay, Hugs and Kisses, not working very well. There we go, Hugs and Kisses. This is the stamp set, and I've also used the dies that you can buy as where you buy them together. This is called the Love Note Framelets, and this has got lots of gorgeous little bits and pieces in it. And this is in the Occasions catalogue. Sorry, I'm lost. I haven't recorded for at least 4 weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty with everything. Yes, it's in the new Occasions catalogue. Okay, so that's what I am using, and let me just have a quick look in the Occasions catalogue, because I've been very naughty and I haven't done my homework for you. Yes, it is. It's all in here in the Occasions catalogue on page 15. So you've got the stamp set, you've got the designer series paper, and you've got the Real Red cardstock up here. There. So all of it is on page 15 of the Occasions catalogue. So you can have a look at it there, and you can buy your bits and pieces. And don't forget, if you do get the bundle, you get 10% off. So that's kind of handy too. Anyway, moving right along. So we've got the card, we've got the mat down. Now the designer series paper that I used in the first card was one with little dots on it. See if you can see it there. Yeah, it's got little dots on it. Okay, this one I'm using it pretty similar, but I'm actually using the one with the little hearts on it as my background. So what I've done is I've taken my framelets. This is my framelets die. This is not a Stampin' Up product, this one. This is Lawn Fawn, and it's my stitched framelets. Let me just see if I can get, sorry, bit rusty today. Do apologise. Yes, this is my framelit from Lawn Fawn, and it's my stitch die framelits, and I used, because I love the stitch looked on everything, so I used this to cut out my designer series paper. And what I did is I took the piece which looks like this. There we go. So I took a piece of paper like this. This is the front and this is the back. And we're using the back as a mat, but the front we are going to use to cut out the dies. So basically what I've done is I've cut out my designer series paper using my frame, and I've got that here. And then I've taken it, instead of wasting it, taken the rest of it, and with the with the framelits that come with it, I've used this die, which is this one, which cuts the little hearts out, and then you can, as I have shown you here, you can bend them. So you can make them like little butterflies, or you can bend it, or you can have it flat, and you can pinch it together and make it look full. And you can put the arrows through it as well. It comes with arrows, so you can stick arrows through it as well. But I actually just liked it very clean and simple, so I just stuck with the little hearts like that. So basically with this piece of paper, I have taken out the part that I want to use, and I've cut that out, and I'm sticking that down as my mat, my top mat, down on there, and I'll be putting that with some dimensionals. And then I've taken this little framelit and I've cut out the hearts. So you'll get 4 hearts out of that, and you can probably do the little ones too. There's another little heart die in there, but you don't need them at this stage. So basically I've just cut the 3 of these out, however many you want to put on your card. I used 3. I thought that was ample, so that's what I've done, and that's just using one little piece. So you get quite a lot out of that. So I've done that. I'm going to pop this up on with some dimensionals and pop it onto my mat. It's extremely hot here in Australia, I have to tell you, and overseas it's like snowing madly, and it's so funny, it's so contrasting, isn't it? We'd like to dip our feet in all that gorgeous snow over there, and I'm sure that you people would like to dip your toes in our gorgeous sun. So it's yeah, it's interesting how much variation is actually in the weather at the moment. It's extreme. It's been a very extreme heat. Actually, I think it was the other night, it was 42 degrees, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. It was the hottest ever recorded since they started recording weather for Australia. So that was really, really amazingly hot. Okay, so I've stuck that down now with my dimensionals, given it a bit of height, and I can see that I haven't quite got it straight. Let me just straighten that up. Perfect. Okay, and then I have just taken my little hearts and I just bend them a little bit to give them a bit of dimension, and I'm going to use, what am I going to use? I'm going to use this, where are we? Yes, this is it. I'm going to use this Ranger's Multimedia Matte because it dries in a matte colour and you can't see it, just in case you spill a bit. So I'm going to stick the hearts down, and I've just gone on the trim of it. It's really easy. It says her hoping to get it out of the, you watch, it'll just blurb everywhere. Oh no, here it comes. Good. So I've just done it around the little frame that cuts out, and that should be enough just to stick it down. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm kind of wanting to put it a little bit over, so I'll put it here. And this designer series paper, the one that I've actually got here that I'm using, has actually got little hearts running down as well, so that kind of works really good with the actual hearts. I hope that didn't get any. There we go. So there's the first one. Isn't it cute? It is so pretty, so elegant, and of course it always looks better when you do it yourself. I'm swapping glasses, that's what you can hear. I've got the big ones that I use when I'm trying to do very fine detailed work, and I've got my normal ones that I can see with. So if you hear this clutter and clash, it's me swapping glasses so I can see what I'm doing. Terrible, isn't it? You've got all these eyesight issues. Not that they're big issues, they're normal issues. But I can't see. And I like to work, when I'm working with glue and stuff like that, I like to work with the fine, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I sort of portioned, put them in alignment with each other with a little bit of a gap in between. Oh, I don't think I put enough glue on that one. I did notice it was a little bit tricky to get out. You can use Tombow for this too, or you can use any glue. It doesn't really matter, as long as it doesn't go over onto your design, because if it does, you'll see it, that's all. But you should be fine. It's not a really tiny piece. It's not like it's a diamante or a sequence. There we go. I'll let that dry a bit before I try and pop it up. Okay, that's 2, and we've got number 3. And we just got to do some embossing as well, because I liked the look of the embossing onto the little label. Hugs and kisses. I think the good thing about this set too is that you can use it later for other things as well. So that makes it really even more valuable, because it's not really, it might be great for a Valentine's. Oh, I lifted it again. Did it again. Not giving enough time to stick down. You can use it for, sorry, thinking at the same time. There we go. You can use it for Valentine's Day, obviously, but you can also use it for, looking for my little pick stuff. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hiding away there for me. Okay, there we go. I just pushed it down too hard and it went under the... Okay, there we go. All right. So we have our little hearts down. And this is what they look like once they're on. Isn't that beautiful? It's so cute. All right, so we've got our little hearts down. And now I've also used my Lawn Fawn frame for this little label, because it's got stitching around it on the edges. And of course, again, I just like my stitching. I just love the way it finishes your product off. So, you know, if you haven't got it, it doesn't matter. All you need to do is just get a little piece about this big, and I'm going to be using the Hugs and Kisses to stamp on there and emboss. Now, I was saying before, and I have to apologize that I'm all over the shop because I haven't recorded for a while, but I was saying before that this stamp set is really good in the sense where you can use it quite a lot, but it doesn't have to just be for Valentine's Day. There's quite a few things in here that you can use beyond Valentine's Day. So don't think that you're buying, you're investing in your stamp set or your dies and you won't be able to use it for other things, because you will. There's plenty of options in this one, so don't think you're wasting your money. Okay, now I'm going to do some stamping. I'm just going to clean off my part that I'm going to be embossing. I'm going to be using some Versamark. Stamp it up. There we go. Hugs and kisses, and I hope that's okay. And if it's not, you can just do it again. Okay, and I'm using some white embossing powder to do this with. I'll just grab my little holder that I use to hold this up with. Just makes it a little bit easier. So we're just getting some embossing powder. I'll put a fraction more on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So that's just the white embossing powder. You could do silver as well. Silver would look really nice. Silver and red always look nice. It's not too far off the Christmas colours, is it really? That we've all just put away madly. Okay, just get my gun out and I will heat it up. I'll just emboss my words, hugs and kisses. And there we go. It just looks a little bit nicer. Gives a lovely raised glossy edge. Okay, so I think I've used dimensions when I did the first one, and I cut the dimension in half because it was a little bit too big for my liking, so I've just cut the dimensional in half and popped it on. Mind you, I am here. I haven't vanished. Goodness me. I keep forgetting that I'm in front of a camera. Okay, so I've sort of positioned my other one. Let's have a look. So you want to sort of position it, you know, where it's going to, you know, I mean, you could put it up there. I put mine down here on the other one, but you could really put it wherever you want. But I did bring it right over to the side of the red border, so it went over the white and onto the red, and it just looks a little bit more balanced when you do that. For me, it does anyway. There we go. Stick it down. Looks kind of good. So, and the last thing that I did was I put on some sequins. I've got some clear sequins here. I've got these from my local junk shop, really. I haven't used anything. The ones that I have from Stampin' Up, they're a little bit, the colour, I didn't like the colour. I just wanted clear with a little bit of a bling to it. And this is exactly what these have got. So I've used these ones. But you can put any colour you like, but I certainly wouldn't put red, because I think it's got enough red in it to look at. It's very clean and simple, and it's nice. You don't have to go over the top. I just put this one down here, and one more for good luck up near, I think I'll put it up near the words hugs and kisses. And I'll just drop it right there. Perfect. There we go. So that is the card for this tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I was a bit rusty today. I haven't recorded for at least 4 weeks. And of course we've had all the Christmas and New Year's and everything all in between. So it's been, you know, a bit different. So I'm getting back in the swing of things. So I hope you enjoy this card. It's a lovely little card to give somebody. So I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day, and you will make this card and pass it on to somebody who's going to enjoy all the fruits of your labour. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you soon.